Is anybody in here? When I tell people that I own a porta potty business, I get a lot of disgusted looks, but once I explain to them the business model and the revenue, they get interested. And in 2025, we're projecting to do just over $4 million. More poop, the more money. The truth is, I take pride in what I do, and we're gonna mix it up like a lovely stew. I love coming to work every day, and I provide a service that everybody needs.
Really nice.
Everybody goes, right? My name is Daniel Tom. I'm 31 years old, and I'm an owner-operator of a porta potty company based in the Bay Area, California. We're right around the corner from some of the biggest tech companies in the world, like Google, Apple, and NVIDIA. But we've managed to build what I think is a low-tech, AI-proof business. In order to get into the porta potty business, I would recommend having at least $250,000. Each porta potty brand new costs about $800, and a new vacuum truck is gonna run between $130,000 and $160,000. We're just completing our third year in business. We started with one truck and about 100 toilets, and we scaled that up to 12 pump trucks and almost 2,000 portable toilets.
Right on, brother, thank you.
When people find out I own a porta potty company, most of the time their mind goes directly to events. But in reality, the majority of our money is made on construction projects like this. On this job, we have 8 toilets that are cleaned twice per week. Each of these rentals brings in $60 per week, and over the course of a 2.5-year project, we're gonna bring in about $7,800 per toilet. Across the Bay Area, we have almost 2,000 porta potties rented out, spread out over more than 1,500 different job sites. I've cleaned so many porta potties, the smell doesn't really bother me, but every once in a while, I'll come across one after somebody had some bad burritos or something like that, and even for me, it's hard to stomach. So this truck is essentially a huge vacuum. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hose, we're gonna turn on the pump, we're just gonna stick the wand in there, and we're gonna mix it up like a lovely stew. We're gonna pump everything out. The biggest mistake you can make as a new porta potty cleaner is not checking whether your porta potty truck is set to vacuum or blow. If your truck is set to blow and you put your wand in the porta potty and you open it, it's gonna blow everything that's inside that tank directly back in your face. And trust me, I've done it once, it never happened to me again. That's not a lie, it's a true story. Right now we're in the storage yard where we keep all of our porta potties and trucks when they're not being used. It's a little bit over an acre. It's pretty much a junkyard that we share with a bunch of different people, and our portion of the rent is about $7,000 a month. In 2024, we did around $3.1 million. And this year in 2025, we're projecting to do just over $4 million. Our net profit margin is around 22%. ¿Me ayudas? Our biggest expense is labor, taking up about 30% of our gross income. Porque pasé por los montañas. In total, we have 19 employees. We have 14 drivers, 3 yard staff. I also have help from an admin staff. I take home around $120,000 a year, and everything else goes back into the business, into buying trucks and more porta potties to put on rent. Based on our revenue, it would be possible to take home more at the end of the day, but at this point in time, we're really prioritizing reinvesting in the business to continue growing. Our biggest expenses are labor, which is about 30% of revenue, fuel, 8% of revenue, and paper goods, which is about 5% of revenue. So this is another use case for a porta potty. We're in somebody's yard. They don't have any running water, no plumbing, anything like that. They run a business out of here. That's some nice art they got there. They got some chickens over there. They wouldn't be able to operate here if they didn't have somewhere to go to the bathroom. They need our service. Talking porta potty and revenue wise, we'd like to get to 5,000 porta potties on rent and at least $10 million in revenue. It definitely is achievable in the Bay Area. There's a lot of events, a lot of construction going on, and we've only been in business for 3 years. There's so much market share that's out there available for us as long as we keep doing a good job. So right now it's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're heading to the wastewater treatment plant so we can dump out all the poop that we pumped out yesterday. So these are the sight glasses where you can see the level of the poop in our tank. And now that our truck is getting dumped, the level is slowly going down, and then we're gonna empty everything until it's all gone. For a truck this size, it usually takes about 10 minutes for it to empty completely. So believe it or not, I actually went to college to be a PE teacher, but midway through my junior year, I was offered a part-time customer service position at another porta-potty company, and I liked it so much that I decided to abandon teaching and dive in full-time after graduation. And now, 11 years later, I am an owner-operator of another porta-potty company. My 5-year vision for the company is continued growth. We just signed a new lease on a brand new property, has a warehouse, yard space, it's completely paved, and it has room for almost twice as many trucks as we have now. The grossest thing I've ever seen has to be a unit that was at a public park, and there was an event the weekend before, and they didn't order enough porta potties. So the waste was so high, it was literally forming a mountain, and you could not sit down without your butt touching what was inside the tank.